Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Shadow Fox 007, and this is the continuation of where we left off. I was just leaving the doctor's, home, and I just saved my friend by giving him some mushrooms. Um, but this video is basically me exploring the island. I actually strongly recommend don't just go do the the next part or the next major quest. Uh, Start getting some goats. Start building up your thing because goats give you a lot of items, especially the quiver is what you need because the bow and arrow is awesome, and we'll go into that later. But I thought this was a great opportunity to talk about a video that I saw on YouTube, and it was a video presented by Anoj, and he was basically showing a video or having a video and taking a topic that he saw on Reddit. And the topic, in a nutshell, is basically you have a guy who catches his girlfriend red-handed, committing, I guess, adultery, if you will. I guess it's adultery, or just some form of infidelity, giving a blowjob to a guy. And instead of confronting her right then and there, he kind of sits back, waits a week, and decides to get revenge on her. And it's not really the video because it was just him talking, Anoj talking. But when I was reading the comments, it kind of started spurring some thoughts. And I noticed there's these two major camps. You had one group that was basically stating, "Oh, this guy's a jerk. He's a dick. He went way overboard. I'm disgusted, and he should have taken the high road." And I kind of disagree with that camp or that way of thinking because unless you're in the person's shoes, you don't know what they're feeling. And I typically it's one of those things that's easier said than done. Usually people say, "Oh, take the higher road," because they're not feeling the emotions, they're not feeling the rage, they're not feeling the hurt that the other person is. So it's always easy to say, "Oh, be a bigger person, don't do anything." And I'm a realist. I try not to say that. And when I give advice to people, you're gonna be led by your emotions. And yes, I could give you all the logical sense, but ultimately your emotions are what's gonna get the best of you, which is why many people do illogical things because the emotions are greater than logic. And so I don't feel it's right to say he's a pig or he's a dick or that. I think he did what he thought was right. Could he have gone about it in different ways? Of course, everyone looks at it. That's why hindsight's 50-50. But to flat out say that, I very commonly see those people in the same situation when they're the first to throw the pitchforks and do all those things that are quote unquote not the high road. They'll be the worst. They'll take the lowest of road. They'll scratch their cars, key their shit, break their windows, do everything that's horrible, and even maybe commit crimes of passion. And so I like I said, when people come, you're gonna be hurt and it's gonna suck because this is a person you established. Well, this person established a 5-year relationship. They lost their virginities to each other. So I mean, think about that. I mean, when you're seeing your loved one just freaking giving a blowjob, giving head to a guy on your couch that you've done this with, I mean, how can you not feel some anger? I mean, just me thinking about it, I haven't even experienced it, and I feel like I'm pissed off. And I don't even know this person. I could only imagine what the person was feeling in real life. I mean, how disgusted you are. So I wouldn't say, "Oh, take the highest road," but I'll do a little different things. But on the opposite side, you have the spectrum of people that are saying, "Oh man, you're the boss, high five, because you got back to with that bitch." And I said, "Wait a second, I fully do not feel he did the right decisions to validate that." And some of the things he did out of revenge was, I think one of the first things he comments on is that he decided to cream in her facial cream. And because the whole, "Ooh, I'm gonna rub your semen on my face." But I sat back and I thought about that. I'm like, really? This is a girl you've been with 5 years, I'm sure, had sex with, and you say without a condom, which we'll talk about that later. You should wear condoms, people. Not even if they're on the pill, just to make sure you don't get an STD. So youngins, wear a fucking condom. It might not feel good, but it protects you. God damn it. But they've been going at it, no condoms. She gives blowjobs apparently readily to anyone who she wants. So I think she's okay with getting a little semen on her face or on her body in any way. So ultimately, Ooh, you came in her cum, or you came in her cream, and she's gonna put it on later. Ooh, big deal. She could buy another one. And then one of the things he was doing, and like I actually do believe if you're gonna break up with a person, or this, I think breaking up is the way to go, and severing all ties. So he brought all her shit, plus one for him. The thing I think he failed at is he left empty condom wrappers that he never uses to make her kind of think, was this guy cheating on me? And that is a no-no, people. Do not give that other person any validation for what they're doing. Because as far as I'm concerned, now the girl is like, this motherfucker, he fucking was cheating on me before me. So yeah, no wonder why I'm cheating. And then she'll tell her girlfriends, her guy friends, that you're this cheating bastard and she just did what was right, and so happens you caught her. But at the end of the day, she's validated. And that is not what you want to do. Or I don't think you want to do that, because, I mean, the whole point of getting revenge is to make her feel bad, right? So you just made her feel good about it. And one of the things, as they're getting ready for their Valentine's Day, because what he did is he decided to take her to a Valentine's Day dinner, which I am saying, fuck that. I am not going to spend a dime on this girl, especially a nice dinner place on Valentine's Day. Hell no. I'm not going to spend anywhere near and be a quote-unquote gentleman. No, I'm severing the ties. But he decides to take her on this date, and she's getting ready, and she comes out, and she's really good looking, and I guess some people recommend it to tap it once. So he decided to get involved in some oral sex with her. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if this guy has a disease. Theo was the cheating party, and I am not wanting my girlfriend, who's gonna be my soon ex, fucking sucking my dick. And I don't know what disease he has. And then she even insinuates that, he has a bump, and, to kind of make her think maybe she has a disease. And so, I mean, in her mind, she's like, you had me blow you, and now you're telling me you have a bump? What? How does that make sense? I don't get that. And to me, it's like, oh, hit it once before you, fuck it, dude. You had it for 5 years. Move on. There's many girls out there. And there's one thing I personally didn't like, and a lot of guys, I think, at least a lot of the comments I read, thought he was a champion for this, is he decided to buy a fake ring, and it was like $15 he got at the gas station when he got the condoms. And they're walking after the dinner, they're talking, they had the whole conversation, where they want to be in 5 years, and she's like, marriage to someone, not probably you. But anyway, he gets this box, and he decides to whip it out after confronting her. And he says, I guess I'm not going to need this anymore, and chucks it in the water. And of course, she's crying and everything. And to me, that's all for show. Because she was saying the typical things. One, she lied about cheating, and then she kept on backtracking of, oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry this. That's bullshit. She is not sorry. She's lying to you, because if you're truly sorry, she's only sorry that she got caught. But if she was truly sorry, she would have never done it in the first place. And she would have, and if she loved you, she wouldn't even be in that predicament. Therefore, this ring thing is pointless, because she never really wanted to marry you. I mean, because she never had those feelings. She may have wanted someone else. So to me, throwing that it sounds cool, but in reality, she's like, whatever. And then I think one of the last things is he decides to switch Theo's number with his to kind of break up with her. But at the end, they're going to talk to each other. They're going to realize the truth, and they're going to get back on. And now you gave them the condom excuse, so they're going to be having a good time without you. So for now, this is Shadow Fox signing out, and I'll talk about more of this later. But catch you all later.